Hi, my name is Darius Sadeghi. I'm the owner of the Stillwater Cove Winnipro Professional Building here on Winnipro and 4th Street in downtown Carmel, across from the police department. And we're going to walk down here to this building that's right next to me as well. And that's an apartment building, and it's owned by the Kleins. It's this building right here. It has around 14 units. So Stillwater Cove Partners and the Klein building are the defendants in this case. And the case is around a drainage problem. There's, Anthony, if you can just point up here and see this one downspout. The only way that water comes to this area is from this downspout, which has a flexi tube attached right here. And let's walk all the way back real slow here between these two buildings and show you where this drainage problem is. So this flexi tube was put in with the advice of a Bestor engineer prior to August 7th, 2017. I did not have this flexi tube installed. This was the advice of a meeting that took place about that time by one of 5 or 6 individuals that were at this meeting. And they advised me that, Anthony, if you can show where this downspout comes out, that when the water comes out of here from my roof, it hits these pebbles. These are really fine pebbles. And these pebbles will roll down. And this engineer suggested that I put on this flexi here so that the pebbles wouldn't migrate all the way down and continue to go down to the Klein property. And here's the second downspout. And these are the only 2 areas on my property that would possibly affect any kind of drainage to the Klein property. And so that water goes down. Here's some more pebbles, and that's why this flexi was attached. So right now we're rounding the corner between my building here on the right and the Klein building here on the left. And as we come down here, this yellow wall is the plaintiff. This is Del Mission Court, and this is the Klein building. And my building is behind the cameraman right now. And Anthony, if we come down here, somewhere behind this wall and further down is their garage, subterranean garage or above ground garage. And in that garage, on the other side of that cinder block, we're seeing water intrusion into their property. Now what's important here is this drain. This is my theory, and Anthony, if you can point down and see that there's some water or moisture in here. Every time I come here, there's moisture in here, even when it's not raining. Now, I don't know where this is coming from, and I think it's an important factor in this case. And even Charlie Klein and I came down here about 2.5 years ago, and we tried to figure out where this water was coming from. But I think once you find that out, that's going to answer a lot of questions. And so, once again, this is Charlie Klein's property. As far as I know, he owns this sidewalk all the way up to this yellow wall, which is Del Mission Court. And then we're going to stop here and we're going to go around the front. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier in the video, sometime just before or right after August 7th, 2017, we had a little meeting here of about 6 people. And 2 of them were Bestor engineers. One of them was Doug Oldfield, the counsel for the plaintiff, myself, and another individual. I can't remember their exact names, but the subject was how drainage on my property might affect them. And that, during that meeting, that's when it was advised that I put those flexi tubes on those two downspouts. Now, I want to walk over here and point out 3 places where water drains off my roof. Those 2 and one over here. So we'll just walk down these steps. So if you see those 2 downspouts up here, Anthony, if you know, on that side of the wall, they come down and they come down the property and they converge both into this one downspout and filter into here. Now this, underneath this grate, there's a 6-inch pipe right here. Get a little closer to it. A little covered up with some leaves. There's a 6-inch pipe, and that pipe goes directly into a subterranean pipe in the middle of the block. So on August 7th, 2017, I had a plumber put a camera in there to check the integrity of the walls of that pipe. And his report, which I have, testifies that there's no breakage. So where that water is running to in that middle of that drain where all these other properties go is good. There's no other place on this part of my building that water would enter down Mission Court because it has to go through those downspouts on the other side of that wall.